We have the beef.
We do.
And Pharrell's hat.
And we have a big hat.
Fuck.
It's like Nope. That's pretty much the plot of Nope.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
Welcome back to the Question
Answer.
podcast with your hosts, Asante.
And Nicole.
And today we're going to be doing some Trivial Pursuit. Not quite the traditional Trivial Pursuit, but we have the Trivial Pursuit mini packs, which have questions from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and 2010s. And so since it's the only decade that we were both actively conscious for, we're going to do 2010s. This is all trivia from last decade. I almost said this past decade. We're in the 20s. We're in the roaring 20s now.
Ooh. I think that this will go well. I have high hopes. Knock on wood, but I have high hopes.
I think it's going to go well.
I think we could do it.
And first to 10 cards wins.
Yes.
I believe in the official rules it says the oldest player goes first.
Yes.
So
that's me.
Go right ahead.
A Shih Tzu named Isabelle, added a playable character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, originates from what game series?
That would be Animal Crossing.
That is true. That is correct. Why is it true? That
True
is so true.
So true.
Animal Crossing. She went from assisting the mayor to laying down the law. If there are like video game ones, I'm gonna get fucked. Like I don't know shit about shit. Well, that's not true. I know some shit.
What journalist is the creator and the host of the podcast Serial?
Oh, this is a bad start.
This is a tough one.
Literally, the only person I can think of is David Muir, and I know that's not it.
ABC News is David Muir.
That's not it, but that's my answer.
That'd be incorrect.
I
That'd
thought
be
so.
Sarah Koenig. In 2015, it became the first ever podcast to win a Peabody Award.
What Broadway musical starring a porous sea creature opened in November 2017?
That's going to be SpongeBob SquarePants the musical.
That would be correct. Sadly, Gary did not get a solo.
Damn. And then Ethan Slater went to go marry the Good Witch.
Are they married? Probably.
I think they're like engaged or
I
something.
don't know.
I know that there was something in the news that popped up about him not too long ago.
Unless everyone ships Cynthia and Ariana together. I can see it. What
Fault in Our Stars author founded VidCon, my favorite King Kong convention, founded VidCon along with his brother Hank?
That would be John Green.
That is correct.
Thank you. Warmer water temperatures caused a massive coral bleaching event in 2016 off the shores of what country?
Was it the Great Barrier Reef of Australia?
That would be correct. Australia, a large portion of the Great Barrier Reef coral turned white.
I love when trivia goes from like, oh, this is like kind of fun, haha, to so this tragedy happened. When did it happen? And it's like, oh, okay.
Tumbling.
Ooh, What self-pampering phrase originating from Donna on Parks and Recreation became a huge cultural trend and unofficial holiday?
Unofficial holiday?
Mm-hmm. I think I say this every other day.
Okay, I'm going to go with my gut. The first thing I thought of was treat yourself. So I'm going to go with that.
Final answer?
Yeah. That
is correct.
Woo!
Treat Yourself Day is October 13th.
Oh, fun.
That particular bit has done irreparable damage to my bank account.
I do love a little treat.
Mm.
I simply can't help it. Because at the end of the day, money does not matter.
True.
When I die, I probably am not even going to have children that are going to have to deal with my credit. So, like, who cares?
Buy that thing.
All right, speaking of buying things, in 2014, which fast food chain purchased Pharrell's oversized mountain hat on eBay for $44,100?
What fast food chain? I have no idea.
When I think of fast food chains, I do not think about this one first off.
Okay. I still have no idea. Like, I'm trying to think of like a hat-related restaurant. The only one that comes to mind is like the Dick's one where they like insult you or like they I'm like what? I'm like who? I don't know, but he has the song Happy, so I'm gonna go with McDonald's in some like Happy Meal promotion nonsense.
That is incorrect. It is Arby's.
Oh, because of the cowboy hat and the logo.
And they say, in fairness, it was a very big hat.
We have the beef.
We do.
And Pharrell's hat.
And we have a big hat. Fuck. It's like Nope. That's pretty much the plot of Nope.
What 2017 Ed Sheeran song became Spotify's most streamed song of its decade?
Okay. There's a couple options here.
All right. He's had some big hits.
I'm going to go with the A-Team.
Final answer?
Yes.
That is incorrect. It was Shape of You.
I hate that song. I'm so sorry, Ed. I really do. It drives me crazy.
I dislike it in like the radio sense. I don't think it's like a terrible song, but like
I think if it came on shuffle, I'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
I'll listen. But what? The A-Team was like a moment in 2014 history. Like whatever. What is the title of Rupi Kaur's? I always forget how to say that name. The poet. I don't know.
The poet that everyone in this room is familiar with.
Yes. The debut collection. What is the title of Rupi? I don't know how to say the name, so I apologize, everybody. Rupi Kaur's debut collection of poetry and prose, published in 2014. Oh my god, we sold so many copies of this at Barnes & Noble.
Oh, is that it's like the book that's like it'll be like a 3-line like thing on a whole page, and it's like it's like coffee is black until you add the cream or like some shit like that.
Yes, exactly like that.
I have no idea.
Any guesses?
Tabletop Poems to Cry To. Final answer.
That sounds like a Taylor Swift album. Milk and Honey.
I knew it had like something.
The fact that you said coffee and cream was just like the same exact thing.
I did not read like anything.
I have never read those yet.
Every now and then I see like someone post it and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
In 2010, way back, the U.S. arrested 10 deep cover spies operating on behalf of which country?
I'm gonna go with Russia. Final
answer?
Yeah.
That is correct.
Yeah. Thanks, Russia.
Funny enough, you could like insert any date from like the 60s to like the 80s, and that question is still correct.
We probably answered that question before. Alrighty. Oh, we're tied.
Ooh, 3-3.
What type of creature made headlines in 2015 for dragging a slice of pizza down NYC subway stairs?
I, honest to God, thought that question was going to be what creature made headlines for dragging a child around, and I thought it was going to be a Harambe question. I was like, crazy way to phrase that.
If there's not a Harambe question in here, I'd be so shocked.
That was Pizza Rat.
That was Pizza Rat. We are all Pizza Rat, is what it says here.
Does it really?
Yes.
A millennial typed these questions.
Oh, 100%.
What author of the 1971 book I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, the first nonfiction bestseller by a black woman, died in 2014?
Maya Angelou?
That is correct.
Thank you. And you know why I know that? Is because Maya Angelou's books were right next to Rupi Kaur's books in Barnes & Noble, where I worked.
I thought you were going to say because you're a good ally.
No, yeah, like, obviously. I am!
Well, yes, but...
But also... What former KGB agent was elected president of Russia in 2012 after earlier serving as prime minister?
I'm going to go with Putin.
Correct. He was re-elected in 2018. Well, we got 2 Russia questions in a row. They're on to us.
They're listening. What type of creature is named Richard Parker in The Life of Pi, the novel made into a 2012 film?
A creature?
What type of creature?
That sounds like it's going to be like a dragon. Like, I'm pretty sure it's a tiger.
Final answer?
Yes.
That is correct.
A creature literally gives, like, phoenix flying in the air. Like, what? Look at me getting all the book questions. Thank you. We're tied again. 5-5.
Close race.
What was Mount McKinley officially renamed in 2015?
Oh. Is it Mount Rainier?
Final answer?
Final answer.
No, it was Denali.
Mm.
In the native Athabascan language, it means the Great One. Which I don't know if I pronounced that right. Sorry, everybody.
What kind of animal is a, quote, trash panda?
That would be a raccoon.
That is correct.
Thank you.
This statement might send some of our listeners into cardiac arrest, so I apologize. But the little statement next to it is raccoon. It's much fluffier than a danger noodle.
Oh,
it's giving senorita awesome or whatever.
You know that? So I cut that part. Okay, wait, guys. I do need to talk about this for a second because just to like keep episode length at a normal length for our TV show trivia episode, I cut this part where if you know the show Scream Queens, there is a part in Scream Queens where the main girl, she goes to a coffee shop and she's like, can I get a pumpkin spice latte, extra hot? Or like, she says some dumb shit to the barista, and he's like, he looks all confused, and she's like, just kidding. I'm not one of those white girls that get like all that shit. It's insane. If you don't know it, you have to look it up. It is the most cringe thing ever. And he asks her what her name is in the coffee shop, and she goes, Senorita Awesome. And I showed Asante that last week, and it takes a year off of your life when you see it.
Like very few, like that era, like I do know that it is very cringy, and hearing some of it does make me go, oh, what,
yeah.
Like, but like I can like compartmentalize it to like, that was just like the year. But something about like seeing or hearing new cringe for the first time, like I felt like my spine, I was like, ugh.
That's how I felt when you read that. I felt my like body tense up.
Much fluffier than a danger noodle.
Oh, what the fuck is a danger noodle?
A snake. I'm doing the Golden Freddy like pose.
What 2011 video game uses a musical theme called Dragonborn, sung in the game's dragon language by a 30-person chorus?
That's gonna be Skyrim. Wait, no.
There's a full title.
Okay.
If you're able to give it, but like yes, but it's like longer than that. I'll give you the point, but like I just want to see if you can get the
Skyrim. I know it.
It's like something Skyrim.
The Elder Scrolls?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Elder Scrolls 5 or V. I don't know if it's a Roman numeral or
5, yeah.
Okay.
I know of Skyrim, but I never played it. Which is like sacrilege to be like, oh yeah, I'm a gamer, but I've never played like that is like it's a dark moment.
I obviously haven't. If you guys didn't already catch my vibe. I think if I got into video games, I would really like them because I like a lot of the fantasy and everything that comes with them. So
but there are like I can think of a handful of games that I think that like if you like got into it, you would be like, hell yes.
The game that Alex and I used to play was Subnautica. That was awesome.
That's really
I just got to go in the sea. What lovely time.
I feel like you'd love Stardew Valley too.
I have heard that. I also think I just need to play The Last of Us too. I would love to play that, even though I've seen you guys. I was on YouTube in the 2010s. Like that was my shit. Like I still watch so many YouTube videos. Like I just love it. And I watch so many like gamers, I guess, just like play through games.
And that was like the height of Let's Play games or Let's Play channels.
That's where I was.
What 2-part play, the 8th official story in a magical series, premiered in London in 2016 and went on to set Broadway records?
If I'm correct in this, it would be Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
Final answer?
Yes.
That is correct.
Oh my gosh. So Tom Felton is reprising his role as Draco Malfoy and is going to be in the Broadway show of Cursed Child. And I was so excited. And then somebody interviewed him and they asked him about J.K. Rowling, and it was very unfortunate the things that he said. Not that he was like actively saying, hey, I love this woman, but it was like still too supportive of her. And that just like makes me hurt so deeply because I have my lovely Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson who just like are the complete opposite of that. And that just made me so sad.
I did see someone posted that interview, and
I know
that is unfortunate. Sad. I did also see a lot of people talking about like kind of in like the energy of like pack it up and like move on, because like I know that he in particular is very like still kind of there. And I'm curious, like, what do you think of like actors who like way past like what they're known for are still like way into it?
I don't know. I don't really feel any type of way about it, because I think it depends on what they want to do. Like if they do want to move past it, then we as a society need to let them. Like I look at like Finn Wolfhard and like Joe Keery, like they're taking their music and they want to do that now, and instead of being stuck in Stranger Things world, like they clearly, and Millie Bobby Brown too, like they all clearly want to like be doing something else. And Daniel Radcliffe, like he went and did like a bunch of other movies and was on Broadway. Like he did other things too that had nothing to do with Harry Potter. And like I feel like sometimes people don't support the things that they want to do outside of that. And they're like, you never mention those things that you're well known for. They're like, well, because I've moved on. Like that was like 30 years ago. What do you mean? So, but I think like with him in particular, I just feel like maybe he feels a strong attachment to it. Like the others don't. And I don't know. I don't feel like it's a bad thing. I think people just wonder if he is being like immature in that sense. But I don't know. So, I don't know. I think it's hard when people, like actors, get asked about J.K. Rowling who were in that series, because it's like you want to be grateful that she gave you that opportunity, but also she sucks.
Yeah.
So it's like, but why don't you just say that? You're like, I don't support what she stands for, but she gave me this wonderful opportunity, so I'm grateful. Like, let me be the PR person for that.
I always think something like that is kind of like a double-edged sword, because I think of like when you play a character who is so iconic and like people are like, like this character, like I really like.
Yeah.
I kind of agree where it's like I honestly don't really care either way. Like I don't know, because with the, like a lot of people also bring it up with like The Office, where it's like some people are like, remember Kevin's shit, and it's like, yeah, we do, and it's like I do kind of understand that, where it's like there does come a point where it's like, okay, we get it, like that's the bit, but it is also like if you are like you like if you have that moment, like it's kind of hard to be like, oh, let's like forget that. Like some people, like, you know, in that kind of context, like Steve Carell, John Krasinski, like they're doing like, you know, other things, but it is kind of like I don't like hate it because it's like you hit the nail on the head, like you did the thing that you like set out to do. But I do also kind of, when it's the sentiment of like we get it, move on because we want to see you in other things, I like kind of agree with that, where it's like show us like what else you can do. But when it's just like pack it up and move on, it's like if you made like Gold, why would you like not like care for it? Like
I think like with Tom Felton too in particular, he knows how much fans have an attachment to Harry Potter. So I think like because he does love it and he wants to like show the fans that he does love it and like be with them in that way. Like, I do kind of get that. But what movie, which earned Brie Larson the award for Best Actress in a Leading Role, was based on Emma Donohue's book of the same title? Whoa.
I can only think of like 2 Brie Larson movies. Not because I don't like Brie Larson, but because I think I've only seen those 2, and it's Scott Pilgrim versus the World, which she didn't even star in, and Captain Marvel, and I don't think either of those got her Best Actress. So, phenomenal start here.
I would think older, like way before.
All right, 2010s. Think what was I seeing like in the news? The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Final answer.
Final answer.
It was Room.
Oh,
with Jodie Foster.
And that's the one where like she has like a kid.
Like there's like someone in their house, like an intruder in their house, and she has to like.
I've seen like clips from it.
It's a good movie. I saw it when I was probably too young. Probably instilled the fear of a home invasion in my head, but
fair.
It's all right.
Okay, fear to have.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yep.
What is the mainstream nickname for the Higgs boson, the elusive particle scientists finally detected in 2012?
I literally have no idea. I'm sure I do know it, or I've heard it at least. Wait, what is it called?
The Higgs boson.
I have no clue.
That would be the God particle.
I've never heard of that.
I should have asked the question above.
What is it?
In 2018, what artist broke the record for highest grossing U.S. tour of all time with her Reputation Stadium tour?
That would be Taylor Swift.
That would
Damn.
Be tour brought in $266.1 million.
Oh God, that's crazy. That's the number, and then like the number of her most recent tour is absolutely astronomical. This is a cringe one.
Oh, good.
I looked to the invisible camera. Did you see that?
This is going to be cringe.
This is me looking at the invisible person who's going to one day come and be our moderator. What kind of animal is surrounded by flames in the "This is fine" meme?
Ooh. I'm going to go with I'm going to say dog, but I bet the answer is going to be some stupid nonsense like doggo.
It actually just says dog. Thank God.
I'm shocked. They broke out Danger Noodle and Trash Panda, but Doggo's a little too far.
But dog's fine. Oh my God. We're tied again.
Race to the finish.
Mm-hmm.
What online platform featuring live streaming, gaming, and esports tournaments was bought by Amazon in 2014?
Is it Discord?
Good guess, but or final answer?
Yeah, final answer.
Should clarify that.
It's all right.
No, Twitch.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Which like
Discord makes sense though.
Discord was because you can like stream and stuff,
Yeah.
and there are like some like games or some bigger. There are like large servers where it's like you could theoretically have like live stream gaming or esports or whatever.
Well,
but Discord is not owned by Amazon.
This is a sensitive topic here. Pope Francis is the first pope to be elected from which continent? Rest in peace, Pope.
I think it was South America, right?
Correct. He was born in Argentina.
Hell yeah! Now we have the first pope who's probably had a ballpark frank, which is awesome.
Oh my God! I saw him wear like the hat from his college.
The Chicago White Sox.
Oh
hat.
Yeah, I saw that too, and I was like, "What in the fuck? Like, where are we? What timeline are we in?"
The American Pope arc is. I'm curious to see how it unfolds.
Me too. Seems like it's been well received so far.
Yeah, people are having fun joking about him, which I love. I love when a community can come together and like laugh a little bit.
Me too.
Set at a high school reunion, Drake's music video for "I'm Upset" features many of his former co-stars from what Canadian TV show?
That would be Degrassi.
That is correct.
Oh yes,
Degrassi,
it is.
The Next Generation.
Oh my God.
Which I think is also a Star Trek subtitle. Which is
I
really
actually think
funny.
it is. You guys, that show, especially the season that he was in, was crazy. He was in a wheelchair for the majority of that show.
I've heard that like it is like because like Glee has a reputation for being like weird and like having kind of weird plot lines.
Yeah,
and it wasn't quite to that level, but I do know that there was some stuff that's like the hell.
Yeah, the earlier seasons of Degrassi, because I have watched, I'm pretty sure every single season. It was like the show back then. I don't know what format I was watching it on, like what TV was airing that.
I think it might have been on like ABC Family or something. Because I remember seeing a lot
like
of
Nick
commercials
at Night or something.
for it.
I don't know if it was Nick at
I
Night.
think it was on Nick at Night.
Yeah,
because I think I saw them on Nickelodeon.
It had to be like late in the night, Nick at Night, because like
late
in the night at Nick at Night.
The roster went Degrassi, The Next Generation, and George Lopez.
Yeah,
The Nanny.
It must have been right before George Lopez, or like right after George Lopez, because there was always like some evangelical church at the end too, or something, or maybe that was ABC Family. But there was always some weird stuff after George Lopez. So maybe it was that. But like, yeah, the older episodes and the older seasons were a lot more intense. Where there was like, there was always serious topics, but it was more like this seems like this is real life kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then as the seasons went on, it was like, okay, like we're stretching a little bit, and things got more and more cringe like as you went. But
I kind of, there is something that's like when you can pinpoint where in the show the writers like ran out of like, I don't want to say good ideas, because sometimes like the absurd can be pretty good.
Yeah.
But like ideas that like would happen, and they're like starting to like, what if we made it a little weird? And then like it's like gets exponentially weirder as time goes on.
One of the most cringe things is the character Eli driving a hearse. Like, ooh, how edgy. Awful. You guys, I can't. What viral video shows a toaster pastry-bodied cat leaving a rainbow trail as it flies through space?
What a relic. It's crazy that there are some people alive that don't know what this is.
I know. This is like real trivia for you guys. If you're younger than we are.
Yeah, that's Nyan Cat.
That would be correct.
What actress co-wrote and starred in Bridesmaids, playing an employed pastry chef whose best friend is planning a wedding?
Oh, there's so many people in that movie. Uh-oh. Oh, no. There are a lot of people in that movie that I could guess. Okay. I'm going to go with Kristen Wiig.
Final answer?
Yes.
That is correct.
Oh my god, you actually did scare me just then. All right, we're tied 9-9 now. This could be your final one. So I'll see if...
You'll have to pick a difficult one.
I will. What were the NBA's New Orleans Pelicans called before they changed their name in 2013?
I probably follow basketball the least. What would Pelicans naturally become? The New Orleans Whales.
Final answer?
Final answer.
The Hornets.
Oh.
Sorry about that. There was not a natural evolution there.
Yeah, no.
All right, this could be the one.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe a basketball question screwed me over.
I'm so sorry. I did make it hard just because we're tied right now.
I understand.
Although I'm going to regret that after I get the hardest question you could think of.
What company was leasing the offshore drilling rig that exploded off the Gulf of Mexico in 2010, leaking millions of gallons in oil?
I'm having flashbacks. Oh my god.
This was like the first like national like thing that I was like aware of.
It's a gas company, but like I know it's also a gas company. Starts with a B. I'm staring out into the abyss to hopefully catch the brainwave out there.
You're like right there.
I know. This is like the MASH question all over again. I want to say BK, but I don't think that's like Burger King.
I'd believe Burger King caused this oil spill.
Oh my god, sorry. I'm really like fishing in my head right now.
There's a lot riding on this question.
I know. I'm gonna go BG. It's not it.
Final answer?
Yes.
It was BP. The Deepwater Horizon oil spill was the worst in U.S. history.
I know!
I was there!
Oh my god. Okay. We're still tied. That was so... Whatever. In 2017, the U.S. women's national team in what sport threatened to boycott the World Championship over equal pay and working conditions?
Phenomenal question, Steve. Was it the women's soccer team?
Final answer?
The final answer.
That is incorrect. It was ice hockey. The boycott was averted and the U.S. team beat Canada in the championship.
Damn.
You're lucky I didn't ask you the question above that because the answer was Baby Shark. And the little tidbit they had to say was, it's stuck in your head now. You're welcome.
I'm doing the Cillian Murphy gif.
All right, we're still talking.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm stressed.
It might come down to this.
I need all my brain to work right now.
Okay. What name was given to the 2015 football scandal that involved a series of text messages and PSI limits?
Oh dear. This one's not gonna be in my brain.
This is like important.
Was it like NFL football?
Mm-hmm.
This is important to us?
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Deflategate.
I knew it was something gate.
For
some reason, the reason I asked about NFL is because I just kept thinking of Penn State, and then I was going to say Penn Gate. I don't know.
That was the New England Patriots. They were trying to get on.
Damn. Okay. Oh my god. What Comedy Central show starring co-creators and best friends Ilana Glazer and Abby Jacobson started out as a web series?
It does not look good getting the two women-focused questions in a row wrong for me. Is it Girl Code?
Final answer?
Final answer.
No. It was Broad City. They played Alana Wexler and Abby Abrams.
And I've heard of that show.
The one that I almost asked was, in 2019, Bend, Oregon became home to the last location of what video rental chain?
Blockbuster.
Yeah. Oh, thank God. This is the closest in a game I think we've ever been.
I think you might get all of these. What film actually won Best Picture in 2017, despite La La Land being declared the winner in a now infamous envelope mishap?
I believe that it was Moonlight.
Final answer?
Yes.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes! Oh my God!
Damn.
Oh my gosh. Let me check that 10 off. That had to be the closest game we've ever played.
I think it was. Because we.
Wow.
We.
The French. The French.
Da French.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I can't believe it. I won.
You did.
This never happens.
To be fair, you were older than me in 2010.
This is true. I did have more experience.
You had a more developed brain to restore.
Well, how much older was I? A year?
I think like 2 years.
How old are you?
What year is it? 24.
Oh, I am 26. Okay. I had 2 years on you. I was 12 in 2010. That was great. I am so appreciative of my win. I'll be thanking Moonlight. Maybe I should watch the movie. I actually haven't seen Moonlight or La La Land, so maybe those are my next movie watches. Yeah, well, thanks everybody for tuning into that. I'm glad you got to witness my success finally.
Yeah, victory for
It's been
Nicole.
a while. It's been a while. Again, thanks for listening. Thanks for following us on Instagram. If you haven't, please do. We, as always, have our little email you can send suggestions to or comments, what games we should play. If you have a game you want us to play that you actually own, our email is the questionanswerpodcast@gmail.com. And that's the same as our Instagram. And we actually are putting ours on YouTube now, so you can check it out there if you'd like.
Yeah, once again, this has been the Question
Answer
Podcast, and thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.